What would you say to people who miss out on stage, who kind of forgets things?
To presenters on stage, it wasn't coming from your heart. You were trying too cool to deliver something that you've not internalized.
What would you say to people who think that it's not their fault?
Till the time you keep saying it, nothing changes.
Okay. What would you say to people who don't know how do their days go? They are unplanned, they are unorganized, and they're just with the flow.
Buckle up. It's going to hit you hard when you realize that you spend most of your life doing things that you didn't want to do, and you just killed it for the heck of it.
Okay. What would you say to people who are looking for a platform to train?
Stop looking for platforms. If you're watching this video, the social media, there's just so much that can happen. Stop whining and complaining and saying that we need a platform.
Okay. What would you say to an organization who doesn't have learning plans for their people?
Well, you're really, really unfortunate. A miserable organization, and I pity organizations in which people keep doing what they started with, and time goes by. People have salaries going up, positions being changed, and yet the grooming is what they brought with them.
Okay, sir. What would you say to people who think that they know everything?
Gurur ka sar nicha.
What would you say to people who are living the same life routine daily and feel frustrated?
That you're not a robot, insaan ban.
Okay. What would you say to people who don't have a personal vision?
Waste of life.
Okay. What would you say to people who are struggling to balance home and work expectations?
Life is a struggle, so I take it that way. But make sure that you don't lose out on your family for your work.
Yeah. And at times I've seen that if you pick up any successful person professionally, they never had a balance. You pick up their autobiographies.
Yes, but and no at the same time. I would say that artist take artist hota hai. I think that moment of my child's first walk, that moment that my child says the first word, the first recital at the school. I mean, I have children that age, but I still believe that you should show up at home.
Okay. What would you say to a heartbroken person? जिसकी बच्ची या बच्चा उसको छोड़ के चला गया?
7 billion people on the planet. I'm sure you can find many, many, many more.
Okay. All right. What would you say to the bullied one?
Life is unfair, but you're better than that. You don't have to pass on what you received.
Okay, that's a powerful one. What would you say to people whose emphasis in life is what others has to say about them? लोग क्या कहेंगे, वो क्या सोचेंगे?
That means no love for what you want to do, and it's such a shitty life, in all honesty.
Yeah.
All you're doing is for somebody else and the people around, and there'll be all sorts of opinions about anything that you would do.
True.
So you might as well do what you really want to do.
Yeah. So last, what do you say to yourself before hitting the pillow?
Before hitting the pillow?
Yeah.
So that because I don't plan my sleep, so I'm usually working when I fall asleep, so there's no...
And you sleep wherever you get a chance to. On the floor, on the couch.
Absolutely. I can sleep standing, I can sleep on the couch, wherever you put me.
Yeah. So what's your thought? I mean, is there anything which you would like to think about before you sleep, about your day? How's it like?
Yeah, so I'm a visualizer, so I see a lot of things happening in my mind while I'm sleeping. So yes, there's lots of imagination. I'm generally so full of laughter when I get up or when I'm headed actually at work as well. So yeah, it's happy. I go to sleep very happy with a lot of gratitude.
Okay.
There's always something in the day that you've done which is phenomenal.
And how do you kind of explain it to yourself if you are having a difficult day? How do you push yourself forward?
Yeah, so music does it. I think the choice of music. So the tip is that if you're going through a breakup, do not listen to sad songs.
Okay.
Because you're just forcing yourself in that condition. So I listen to the opposite usually. Before the training also, the kalam that I play, it really moves me. Gets me up to that stage. So if I have a really bad interview with you, something really crazy happens, I'm going to walk out, sit in my car and play something which will be really happy, upbeat, and that will sort of energize me again.
Would you like to say anything in the end?
Yeah, I keep saying that's the job, but yeah, ऐसे जियो ऐसे कि दुनिया ये करती रहे. I mean, live as if know that you're gonna die, but also don't die not having lived. The graveyard is full of people who had a lot of aspirations, a lot of talents, and they took them all with them. Most of them. And let's not contribute to that. If we have something, and what a waste if you're not able to pass it on. I think it's not even a waste. I think it's being ungrateful. I think it's being insincere.
Yeah.
It's being unfair.
Thank you very much.